There's the bell to start the round. You'd like to see more jabs. They score with the straight left. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Just misses with that jab. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Right hook misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. The jab doesn't quite connect. That counter punch caught him clean. How about that time? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. That bell could not have come. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punchers, my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Caution being thrown to the wind. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The right hook misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That big hook doesn't land. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominant.
And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that hook misses. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? There's no... Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. He takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh, and this is really gonna rub them the wrong way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Down goes Shawn Porter. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
about that time counter shot? Just misses with the right uppercut. That hook's blocked. Misses with the straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss with the hook. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And he fails to score with that left hook. That uppercut does not score. Counter punching. The straight right just misses. They're both trying for a knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but they ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every...
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice exchange here from both men. You'd like to see more jabs. Shawn Porter just got rocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well done with that counter shot. So much for defensive abilities. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just misses with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And now going for the finish. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. They somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Got caught sleeping on the job.
Porter backing up after that heavy shot. And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked. You know the scorecard. And we may see us. And there it is. The knockdown punch we knew was coming. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knocked... They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He misses with that jab. Well, Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. This is a high-octane battle.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Punch caught him clean. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.